Hey guys, Simply Betta here. Today I'd like to talk about my Crested Gecko. I haven't talked about her in a while and I figure I should give an update because the last update that I gave, I was actually bringing her to the vet. Back when I made that video, Baby, who's my Crested Gecko's name, Baby was not eating and hadn't eaten for me for a really long time, and I was starting to get pretty worried. But luckily in my area I have an exotic animal vet, which is really cool for my kind of small area. So I went ahead and I brought Baby to the vet. I got her a dewormer and treated her. And then after that, her appetite was back. So that had to have been the problem, and I'm so happy that she started eating again. She was ravenous, and I loved it. I loved seeing that. I loved seeing her eat. So Baby is doing great. Baby's cage is behind me right now. Let's open it up. This is just I think a small, tall Exoterra. Today I'm gonna be doing a cleaning of it, like spot cleaning the glass and the substrate, and just doing a little bit of maintenance, hiding right now under some vines. One second, I'll grab her. Here's my beautiful little Baby. Say hi, Baby. So this is Baby. She's a super Dalmation Crested Gecko. She's very pretty. I got her from Altitude Exotics, a breeder in Colorado. I'm very excited. So let's bring this little guy home and I'll unbox him. Okay, Phoebe, it's time for you to move. This is going in your spot. And you know where you're going? Get out. The arms of the angel. And I think I'm willing to bet some money that Baby is female, although not very much money. Just because I'm not confident in sexing, and I don't know how accurate I would be at a Crested Gecko of this size. Is this a sexable size, guys? What do you think? What do you think about that? Anyway, she's really cute. I love her to death. Doing really well. Ah! Don't you jump. She's so much fun. She's definitely gained size and gained weight after her dewormers, which makes me really happy because I was worried there for a little bit. Baby has been eating like a tiny little piggy, which is great because I really like to see that. She's getting plumper, and that's nice. So I've been feeding by hand and with tongs, and little Baby has gotten to the point whenever I open the door and I kind of put my hands in the tank, she lunges clear from the opposite side of the enclosure to land on my hand and just bite it. I'm thinking about naming her Bitey instead of Baby, but then I decide I like the name Baby better. And then so she latches onto my hands or my fingers, and I just have to sit there and wait for her to stop because she just assumes my hand equals food. I love Baby. My toddler also really likes Baby, and I taught her how to hold Baby properly, and she's really, really good about it. I'll even show an example. Hi, Riley.
Hi, I live with Baby. Look.
Do you love Baby?
Yeah.
Is Baby the cutest lizard of all time?
Daddy, her gonna jump on your finger.
Riley's really good when it comes to little Baby. She's very gentle. I've been teaching her how to hold the little Crested Gecko, and she's doing a really great job.
She wants to go into your hair.
Nice, Lily. Please take her.
Okay.
Baby's growing.
She is growing.
Her growing big like me.
Big like you?
Yes. Please pet her.
Okay.
Where's lasers come from?
You flying an airplane there?
And that's me. I want to go in my hair again.
Maybe.
I'm just petting her with soft.
Mom and Mom.
Good job.
Good job.
Very good. Now close it. Lock it. I love Baby. She's such a good lizard. After putting her through the deworming treatment, Baby doesn't really like to eat her smoothies anymore. So the smoothies are like a pre-prepared Crested Gecko diet that you add water to, and it's basically like a fruit smoothie. She won't eat them. I've tried different brands, I've tried different flavors, I tried adding things to it like banana and honey. With the banana, I got her to eat once, but then now she's just not interested again. All she wants is her bugs. So I've been feeding her gut-loaded mealworms and dubia roaches that also have a vitamin dusting on them. As long as she's eating, I feel like that's okay, especially because she needed to gain weight for a while. But I'm really trying to get her to eat her fruit again. If anyone has any tips, let me know. I've been following the breeder's tips. Altitude Exotics has a whole video on like 10 things to do if your Crestie's not eating. And so I've been following that and, you know, messaging him. And this little stinker just doesn't want to eat her smoothies. So that's something I'm working on. She's so cute. I don't hold her very often, but she's pretty friendly. She's not very jumpy, which is nice. So this is an update on beautiful little baby. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing this lovely super Dalmatian Crested Gecko with no tail. She's still super cute. I'll go ahead and put her back in her cage and spot clean it a little bit. So here's baby's terrarium. I missed it to keep the humidity up, and I also keep the substrate nice and damp. I have a little digital meter kind of in the back that I look at to see the temperature and the humidity, and this works pretty well. So I originally made this as a bioactive setup, and it came with a container of springtails, and it turns out the springtails didn't make it. They were all dead. So technically, this isn't a bioactive terrarium. It's just a regular old terrarium. And I'm fine with it. I don't really care. Maybe I'll do bioactive again someday in the future, but I don't really feel like not having springtails and like the cleanup crew is you know, doing me a huge disservice. Supposedly, you clean less because the cleanup crew takes care of a lot of like spot cleaning. You don't have to clean up their poo as much. That kind of thing, but it's really no big deal. Okay, I cleaned one side, that looks great. I'm gonna take off the food dish. I have a magnetic food lead and probably just bring it upstairs to the sink and give that a wash. Now I'll clean this side. She's thinking about biting my hand, that's what she's doing. It's totally what she's thinking. She's really good at that. She'll lunge straight from one side onto my hand, latch onto my finger, and just not let go. Luckily, Crestie bites don't hurt very bad. Now, I really want to get some tokay geckos, and those bites would hurt. I have to be careful about that. Finished cleaning. Now I'm just gonna give things a nice spray, get that humidity up again. I just looked and the humidity was around 75%, which I like. I think that's just fine, but let's just bring the humidity up a little bit before tonight, and then it'll be fine until tomorrow. Hey you, vicious hunter. Spray, 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 spray. Are you stalking towards my hand? Baby, shame on you. Shame on you, baby. I don't usually spray baby directly. And then I'll just undo my little spray bottle and I'll water the plants back here. I have a philodendrons not doing all that great, a little neon pothos, which is really cute. And then back here I have something which I don't know its name. It's doing all right. Kind of hiding behind here. There. That. I don't know what that's called. So I usually feed baby kind of in the evening, right before I go to bed. It gets dark, and that's just when I feed her. I can tell she's hungry because she just waits for me, like staring at me, just waiting for me to open up the doors and feed her. And so she can lunge at my fingers. That's just what she does. Oh, God. Okay, that was just her lunging at the tongs, but she does that to my hands. Here you go, baby. Ah! She loves dubia roaches. She just won't eat her dang smoothies. So baby's my ferocious little beast. She's awesome. I love feeding her bugs. It's super entertaining. I know she should probably be eating a diet that's more composed of the smoothies, but man, for the life of me, I just can't get her to do it. So baby just had her dinner. She ate a couple of dubias. Good night, baby. So that's baby and her setup, guys. I'm really enjoying her so far. I'd love to try another gecko, which I really hope to be getting some tokays soon. That's my next gecko I'd like to try, because I really just feel like they're my animal. It's just how I feel. I'll be making some enclosures for those guys coming up fairly soon, like a really nice custom terrarium. So I hope you enjoyed this little update on baby the Crestie. I love her very deeply if it is a girl. If it is female, like I said, I would bet money on it being female, but not a whole lot of money. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, and have a great day.